How are you doing? It was me, TheDomotaku, here today to talk about Rewrite Season 2, as they call it technically, but it's technically Moon and Terra, as we all know, episode 14. So, Rewrite is back, and I know a lot of you guys have mixed feelings about Rewrite the first season, and it's very many episodes, and you know, Moon and Terra's coming out, and I just had to continue looking at it. Hopefully, I had hopes that they would somehow improve from first season and sort of just redeem themselves in Moon and Terra, because Moon and Terra is essential to Rewrite and its series and whatnot. So, this first episode, interestingly enough, I don't know how I feel about it. It's really weird because, for one, of course, it's following the beginning of Moon, right? But then they added a whole bunch of other things that weren't in the first season. Like, basically, the gist of it is that, of course, he has his normal encounters with Kaguri every night, right? And you have him trying to, like, talk to her, then he dies. And he has flashbacks / memories of, like, the actual game when he's, like, in the root of some other girl or whatever, right? You saw we had, like, Kotori was first in the beginning, then it was Shizuru, then it was Chihaya. I don't think there was, like, a thing. They didn't even show Lucia's root. Oh, actually, they did complete Lucia's root in the beginning. But they had, like, this whole thing where there's two Lucias. And I'm just like, what the hell is this? I've never seen this before in the actual game. I was like, this has to be from the other Rewrite game, the Harvest Festa or Rewrite Plus or something like that. I'm just like, this is some BS. I didn't know about this two Lucia nonsense thing. I was like, damn it, I just got spoiled. So anyways, there's that. And of course, you also have him sleeping with Aokana as adults. So, and then him in, like, in the war, being a soldier. It's like, yeah, you have all of the flashbacks and the memories of just anything, of his whole past life and whatnot. So then, that was a good twist I did not expect to see in this anime, because, you know, of course, in the first season, I was just wondering, it's like, okay, is he gonna go this route? Is he gonna go this route? Is he going with Lucia's route or Shizu's route? I know he's doing a mix of all of them, but then they didn't actually show the endings to those routes. And Moon, or this first episode, I guess, took the time to do that every single time that he died from Kaguri, so I guess that's sort of like a meh, I guess. I don't know. It could be probably confusing for a lot of people if they've never played the visual novel, though, but then I guess it's sort of to show that, you know, this guy has died so many times, or he's lived so many past lives and other memories and whatnot, so that explains, like, his ability and whatnot, and how he keeps coming back to this moment to talk to Kaguri. And then, of course, you have the typical moment where you give her coffee, and that's how you win. That's how you get Kaguri to side. You just give her the coffee. Coffee is the key to everything, even keeping myself awake. So yes, you have Kotaro give the coffee to Kaguri, who eventually allows him to step inside the circle thing, and then that's it. And then you also have this little heartwarming moment with Kotaro when he's just like, you know, he's trying his best to do this whatever thing. He's all alone and whatnot, and he's just having his moment because it's only him and Kaguri in this world. But yeah, so that was just the first episode. So with that in mind, I don't know how much they would. So I'm pretty sure I remember correctly, this whole second season only takes 10 episodes. So my hypothesis or theory is that Moon could probably take up to 3 to 4 episodes. I don't remember if I discussed this along with every one of the viewers before, but I mean, in the first episode, he already stepped into the circle. That's step one. That's step one. Now he has to eventually do a bunch of things, and then stuff happens. Then we have, like, probably 6 to 5 for Terra, maybe. I don't know if my reasoning is right, but I don't even remember if there's actually 10 episodes for this season, but hell, there's progress made in the first episode. And I mean, it still looks the same. They reused the same scene from the first episode when he's actually, like, jumping in the city and, like, wandering around. So it doesn't seem any different to me, but you know, there could be hope. There could be hope, guys. Only could be hope. I will give it though that the Shizuru scene where he's with Kotaro and then at the end of Shizuru's route, I like that. Remembering, just like, you know, that's my favorite route, or not my favorite. I don't know if my favorite route. Well, I love that scene. So that scene was on point, but they didn't show the actual ending for the route. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. They showed parts of the route, and then there's the one time when he buys the necklace for Chihaya. I don't think I remember that happening in Rewrites, so that could be another Harvest Festa or Plus thing that I don't know about. Kotori like aiming the gun at Kotaro, yeah, that was a thing. That was a whole entire thing. But they didn't actually show the endings to those routes, which is actually a good thing. No spoilers for the visual novel players or for anyone who hasn't played the visual novel. So that's good on their part, I guess. I didn't think that through. But yeah, they just showed tidbits of their endings, not every single thing. I don't even know. My big question for one is the freaking thing with the two Lucias. I'm just like, what? There's two of them now? I don't know how the hell that happens, but that was not a thing in the visual novel. I'm gonna have to do my research, play some more stuff, I guess, from the looks of it, but that's about it. So, in terms of rewrites, Moon, Terra, Season 2, Episode 14, it was okay. I'll give it plus points because they did the whole flashback thing, like showing every single split route and memory that he could have possibly done, because, you know, I learned a few things for one, and it just brought back some feels for one. Kotori's route was pretty up there, and on terms of sadness, also Shizuru's route up there, but then you also had, like, everyone else had a little appearance and whatnot, so that was okay. But for now, that's just the beginning of Moon. I have really... As much as a lot of people probably don't like the anime, I'll stick through it because it's rewrite. I'm okay with that. So that's it for this video for Rewrites Moon, Terra / Rewrite Episode 14 / Season 2 / I'm running out slashes. Anyways, guys, leave your comments and thoughts about this episode in the comment section below. I know a lot of people liked this series or had quite a lot to say about this series back in the first seasons, and they probably have a lot to say about this too. How nothing's changed about this season, and I have hopes. I have hopes. You know, it's just the first episode. I have hopes. Sort of. Maybe. I have no clue. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video on the TheDomotaku anime channel. Like the video if you enjoy rewrites, not just the episode, but you enjoy rewrites. And subscribe because in episode 15, sure, I'll come back to this series. I mean, it's rewrites, so if they can perform the comeback in this series, then maybe, just maybe, you know, it'll be like a little bit more up there in my eyes. I'm just like, oh yes, they redeemed themselves and they learned from season 1. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time, so take care, guys, and masane.